Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. This is JB.
And I'm Chandler, and this is the Unbiased Hard Take. On today's Unbiased Hard Take, topic 1, Mike Budenholzer was recently fired as the Milwaukee Bucks head coach. Do you think this is a stupid move, or do you think this firing was justified?
I mean, to me, it was a dumb move, honestly. I mean, yes, even though you did lose Giannis at the first few rounds of the playoffs against Miami Heat, but it doesn't feel like it was justified because he won a championship. I mean, how long has it been since the Milwaukee Bucks won a championship? A long time. So,
Kids.
yeah. So, I mean, to have a coach, a good coach, to actually go ahead and you just throw him away. I mean, he had a great winning record, multiple number one seeds, had the number one ranked in the whole entire division, and you just toss him away because you lost to the Miami Heat 2 times in a row in the playoffs, maybe 3 times in a row.
They beat us a few years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
we
few
beat
years
them in
ago.
the bubble year,
in
too.
the bubble, and then I don't think the Heat didn't go to the playoffs the year after. Oh, wait, did we? I don't know.
Yeah, and then we
I
got
slept
our...
since then. I slept since
We
then.
got, if I remember correctly, we got spanked by Milwaukee on one.
Yeah, and then oh yeah, that was the year that Milwaukee did won the
Championship. They beat Phoenix, if I can recall correctly.
Yep. So and
And
then, but it's not justified.
No, absolutely not. And you look, okay, so Milwaukee Bucks of this season, they were the number one seed in the East. They were the number one seed not only in the East, but they were actually the number one seed in the entire league, best record, 58-24. So let's say they lost to an 8 seed. Normally that's bad, but look who the 8 seed is. It's playoff Jimmy and the Miami Heat, who last year were a game from the finals and made the championship and took the Lakers to game 6 in the bubble season. And we're always in the playoffs every year. So we're not a normal 8 seed. You know what I mean? We're kind of a different 8 seed. It's not like the Atlanta Hawks has the 8 seed, you know? It's an experienced, good team that really just had we had a lot of injuries this year.
Oh, the Atlanta Hawks are funny.
They didn't get swept.
They're a sight to see.
They didn't get swept though. Right. Oh my God, Trae Young.
He had one good game that kept their season alive, and look what he did the next game.
And speaking of Mike Budenholzer, his days with the Hawks, the Hawks have always seemed to be just really average, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're never a title contending team, but they're never bad either. They're always like 41 wins, 41 losses. Let's be the 6, 7, or 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw a name out there. Remember Josh Smith?
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Hawks have been so average that long, truly that long.
And after that, Josh Smith just started hopping on random teams to try to win a championship.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
Nope.
Yeah, Mike Budenholzer, NBA champion. I mean, 2-time Coach of the Year. Last time won a Coach of the Year in 2019. He's an all-star head coach. He's been as an assistant coach 3 NBA championships. He's been an NBA head coach championship. The Milwaukee. I just have the best record in the league, win a title a few years ago, and you just fire a championship coach like that? What if we fire Spoelstra after every championship, every playoff loss?
Yeah.
We don't, because we're not stupid.
Yeah.
It was an ignorant move. I just don't understand it.
I don't know who's in the front office, but I have a feeling that they had to hunt him down to see as like, all right, this is your last straw. Like, get us another championship or you're done, type of thing.
GM John Horst made a statement recently. Is what it is. It says, "Dear Bucks fans, today we announced that the Milwaukee Bucks have parted ways with head coach Mike Budenholzer. This was a very difficult decision. Bud helped lead our team to 5 incredible seasons to the Bucks' first title in 50 years. into an era of sustained success. We are grateful for the culture of winning and leadership that Bud helped create in Milwaukee. This is an opportunity for us to refocus and re-energize our efforts as we continue building towards our next championship season. Thank you for your loyal support. Go Bucks.
That sounds tons of
Signs
horse.
of bullshit.
Exactly. I mean,
Signs of bullshit.
that's
It. Someone has to be blamed for them losing. Really? I sit and think about it. Why'd they lose? Well, the fact that Jimmy Butler had like points and then 40 points and went off
mhm.
like 2 games in a row and single-handedly won us the game, literally. The fact that that happened, on top of the fact that all season long, Chris Middleton was in and out of the lineup all year long. Play here, doesn't play there, don't play back to back, miss first few months season. Then in the
Mhm.
first round, Giannis gets hurt and misses a couple of games in our series.
Again.
It's the Bucks. Right. So with all that considered, I, it's definitely just not justified. I just don't. It was a bold, rash decision that was made out of emotion and not actual logic, in my opinion.
Yep. Well, whoever gets him, they're gonna have a winning season.
Oh, absolutely. And like the Bucks management just said, he changed our culture to winning. Okay, so now what's your culture going to be? Starts
Losing.
with the coach, right?
It starts triggering
Or
off everyone apparently. It starts off with
Giannis.
the head coach, and now it's gonna be
Yep.
Chris Middleton,
And there are,
Bobby
people are already
Portis,
talking about it.
Giannis.
Mainstream
Even though
media. Yep.
Giannis signed a huge contract, but he can opt out of it. I mean,
You're exact, and they're already starting to blame Chris Middleton, like you just said.
yeah.
They're talking about Chris Middleton. He can't be the second star beside Giannis. Well, obviously he fucking can, because they just won a championship together. You know what I
And
mean?
look who kept their season alive in the bubble against Miami Heat, Chris Middleton.
Yes, Giannis did not.
Two times in a row that it
Giannis
was
folded like a lawn
crunch
chair.
time. And well, also Giannis was also hurt during that half of that season or series. But
True.
Chris Middleton, I mean, he kept that season alive for them.
Oh
But
yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
And like, kind of finish up on that topic. He's not going to be unemployed very long. If he wants a job, have a job. If
Phoenix
he
Suns,
doesn't, actually,
Atlanta Hawks,
Phoenix Suns, because if the Suns lose this series with the amount of talent they have,
which I do see that coming
maybe,
because
maybe.
to me, Kevin Durant is a choke artist in crunch time.
Oh, absolutely. And the coach will get fired.
Look at how many years KD has been in the playoffs, the other than one time, but he had 5 other All Stars to help him out, and when he was with Golden State.
Right.
So for that, that put off a huge load on his shoulders.
Well, yeah, because you had Steph Curry there to save you in time.
Clay Thompson, Draymond, and I forgot who the big man was, but I know he was an All Star.
Zaza, Pachulia.
Was it really Zaza?
Yeah, I know at some point, yeah, Zaza won, or at least was on the
Zaza.
team with KD. And yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but ever since he was in Brooklyn, look what he
Yep.
did.
And so far, the Nets are one of the only team to get swept
So yeah,
playoffs. So I agree.
KD. I mean, Devin Booker. He's good. I like Devin Booker, but I don't think he can't do it for much longer.
Well, he can't lead your team to a champion. KD, that not really there in the crunch time, in my opinion. Not really. Don't have the dog in him.
Mm-mm.
He's just not that type of cat.
Nope.
And Chris Paul's getting old. DeAndre Ayton's a solid big man, but if they don't win this series, maybe Mike Budenholzer can go work with that team, and I think really at that point they're going to be a title contending.
Yeah.
They can get Budenholzer, but
I
that's
think after this season, Chris Paul is going to be done.
yeah, I
Regardless,
agree.
win or
Or he'll
lose, he's going to be done.
or he'll come back for one last run maybe, but yeah, I agree.
No, I think he
Uh,
should just give it up. because
Oh,
he's not doing nothing this whole series or this playoffs. Nothing
no, he hasn't really done much this what he normally does.
other than hard fouls, punching people in the nuts, and other things.
On that note, that's all the time we have for that topic today. Topic two, the draft concluded, and today will be the last of our draft coverage. A lot of short takes recently instead of podcast, but with that, the quarterbacks drafted. Bryce Young went to the Carolina Panthers. DJ Stroud went to the Texans. Anthony Richardson went to the Indianapolis Colts. And Will Levis went in the second round, actually, to the Titans. Out of those quarterbacks, which one do you think will have the most successful career, and which one do you think is going to totally blow up in their face, the franchise? Totally be a bust.
I'll start off with the bust. I mean, he is all hyped up ever since um the whole after the Super Bowl. Everything was all eyes on this one particular player, which I'm about to say, Bryce Young. I mean, look at it through all Carolina's quarterbacks, um, rookies, probably some 2 or 3 years, and you had Sam Darnold. I mean, the only other good one was Cam Newton, and look how
Right,
Cam Newton turned out. But
right.
I mean,
That faded off.
whatever's going on in Carolina and their quarterback staff, it's not doing good for them. So I think I do believe Bryce Young is a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. He'll do. I hope I don't you know tread on anybody having a horrible career. I mean, you trained your whole entire life for this, but
Right.
I
And
do
you always root
believe,
for these guys.
yeah,
Right.
and they're young. I
Right.
wish I was still young, but
And he's so little, man.
yeah, and that's the other thing. He's so little. I mean, the only little quarterback I can think of is Drew Brees,
Doug
but
Flutie too.
and Doug Flutie, but
Doug Flutie had a pretty good career. He did.
he had an okay career. I mean, it wasn't like sunshine and
Hall of Fame
rainbows.
worthy.
Yeah, not
Right.
Hall
It
of Fame
wasn't
worthy,
Hall of Fame. No.
but he but Bryce Young, I it's just Carolina. I don't think Carolina is not a good fit for him. I
Right.
think
And
he
that's
should go to a whole different team that has a good quarterback staff. It's just not a good fit for Carolina.
yeah, absolutely. And a lot of these like so a lot of these quarterbacks, it dictates their success dictates where they go.
Hmm.
If Patrick Mahomes got drafted by the Browns or the Commanders, state command, um, they got drafted by the Commanders, would they have would they have would they have worked out the way he has now with the Chiefs? All these Hall of Fame statistics. No, he wouldn't have. Because
No.
you need in the NFL to go to a stable organization to succeed.
Hmm.
You do. You can't Ryan Leaf. Had he went to a more stable organization, he may have succeeded.
Oh, I haven't heard that name in forever.
But it's
Ryan
true. Like
Leaf.
yes, Ryan Leaf. It's true. Like
Yeah, I
it
mean
really
it's
does dictate where they get drafted at. I
yeah.
don't think Aaron Rodgers would have had the success he had he been drafted by someone other than Green Bay. Here's why. You look at his throwing mechanics back in the 2000s. His throwing mechanics used to be up here. They
Hmm.
had to reprogram it down here. So with that, you need a sustainable staff to be able to correct issues. Like you said, Carolina does not have that.
No,
But do you know who does?
Kansas City. I
Well,
want to
yes.
I want to say Pittsburgh Steelers. I know we have a good quarterback
Oh yeah,
staff,
yeah. Oh yeah,
but
you're very.
but
It's all comes to
we don't need another young quarterback into the mix. No.
no, but it's not. It doesn't really come down to that. It comes down to a stable organization. You draft well. There's no distractions. There's no BS. None of that garbage that floats around the locker room. Your coaches are sustainable. They're efficient. They know what they're doing. You have a sustainable coaching staff. That's what you need. And ownership
Hmm.
can't be like the Texans. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Bill O'Brien
Vikings.
trading. Right. You can't be like these teams that are just they run around with cancers in the locker room. The Browns don't operate the same as the Chiefs or the Packers or the Steelers.
Right.
They're a dysfunctional franchise. The Colts, Anthony Richardson is going to be the best quarterback out of this draft class because of that reason. That's my hey, that's my hard take. The Panthers will regret not drafting Anthony Richardson number 1. I think Bryce Young will end up being a solid quarterback. I do. I think he'll end up having a Doug Flutie like career. He'll be midway.
Mhm.
You have to look what they have around him. They traded DJ Moore. They gave up the world to get him. They did. Now you have your quarterback, but what else do you have?
Right.
Think he's going to go in that division against that Saints defense? Derek Carr, who has Chris Olave and Michael Thomas, if he can stay healthy and win? No. No, he's not.
No.
Not with what he has around him. Then
Yeah.
you look, okay, down the line, the Texans, same thing. What do they have around CJ Stroud? Nothing. No supporting cast.
Right.
Bill Levis is just too mature, in my opinion. That leaves Anthony Richardson. Not the biggest Colt supporter, but they have a good defense. They have a good offensive line. They have, I would say, at least a solid receiving core. Michael Pittman's, I'd say, a solid receiver. They have one of the best running backs in the league.
Mhm.
Anthony Richardson, man, is going to look like he's going to be the next Cam Newton
Yeah, just hope he
type
doesn't
of player.
screw it up like Cam
Who do
Newton
you
did.
think? Who do you think will be the success of this draft? You already got the bust. You said Bryce.
Yep, Bryce Young is my bust.
I got my
Um,
success, Anthony Richardson. That dude, man, you watch his combine performance,
mhm. His combine looked amazing, but
and I don't read too much into
you
the
can do a
combine.
lot of things that's you don't you can't wear pads, and you can flex a lot better. I mean,
Oh yeah,
you can go way up here, but when you have pads, you're like right here.
it's kind of a horse and pony show, kind of a show
Yeah,
off show. I don't really read a lot
it's
into it, but then that was impressive.
like how strong your arm goes and all that type of
Yes,
stuff.
that
But
that
no,
was
I
impressive.
think my successor. I want to say I always talk about high praise about uh Levis, but since he got drafted to the Titans, he's not gonna do good there.
You don't think so?
Nope, because you have Ryan Tannehill gonna be to up your face and 24/7. It's like you're not gonna be better than me. Blah 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 blah. We all know how Ryan Tannehill is. I mean, we've seen it before. Um, but no,
Right.
I don't think he's not gonna do good there.
You got a good supporting cast though.
But yeah, he does have a good supporting cast, and does have a good coach
Mike Vrabel, they have. I mean, they have Derrick Henry back there. They have. I mean, they
if he's
have the
healthy.
pieces around him. Right. Have it
Yeah,
around him.
I'm wondering, and also if Julio Jones comes back, because I think he's a free agent this year.
He's not.
So, so I
Um,
don't know
uh,
if he's going to be there or not. And I think
uh,
Brown's not going to be, or is I think he's still hurt. So
who?
Brown,
Philly, man.
huh?
Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think he. But no, Will Levis is. I don't think he's not going to be doing good there either. But
Right.
I'm probably going to say Anthony is going to be my successor,
Right.
just
Because
because you have.
the Titans don't have AJ Brown anymore. Traded him. Remember?
No, I mean they have another Brown. I thought they had Hollywood Brown.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, that Brown, that Brown. I probably should have.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's my fault. I think they have Hollywood Brown still. Let me look
Who?
that up.
The Titans?
Yeah, because I think they do.
Now they traded him to the Cardinals.
Oh, that's right.
The
God,
Ravens traded him. The Ravens traded him.
yeah.
The Ravens traded him to the Cardinals.
It has been a long day. My brain is not working.
But we're
My
on the same page
apologies.
with Anthony Richardson.
Yep, Anthony Richardson is my successor.
I catch all the facts on was unnoticed.
Who was I
It,
thinking about? I don't remember. Anyways, I'm off that topic. But yeah, Anthony Richardson is my successor.
but why?
Why for me? Well, it's just like you said earlier. He has a great supporting cast. He has a great coaching staff. He has great receiver core. He has great receivers. I mean, they're still young, but they still have like great receivers. When he was there, he made him look good. But it's just Matt Ryan.
Right. The receivers, Michael Pittman's actually, I wouldn't say they have great receivers, but they have, I'd say, an acceptable receiving,
Yeah, I mean it did good. They did good for them. But like I said, they had Matt Ryan as their quarterback.
which is right. I mean, can't catch the ball if it's 10 yards behind you, and he's just washed up. And they have
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor. He can stay healthy.
yeah, and they also have that other running back that they have.
Oh, oh,
I know it's not Naheem Hines because he got traded to the Bills.
yes.
But I forgot
Let's
the
see,
other one that they had.
they have they have one of the best. They have a good offensive line, and they have a, I'd say,
One of the great
above
youngest.
average defense.
They have one of the greatest youngest offensive line in the NFL. I do believe.
Well, yeah, I think they have. I think they have a top 10 offensive line, and they have, I think, a top 15 defense. I would say as well.
Hmm.
They have a above average defense.
Well, ever since they didn't re-sign Gilmore, I think that their secondary has gotten down tremendously because of him not
Right, but
re-signing.
yes, and I think what's really going to make the difference for Anthony Richardson is they hired Shane Stinson. I said
Hmm.
that right. As their coach,
Yeah,
who did all that work with Jalen Hurts. Look where it got him, a Super Bowl appearance.
exactly.
Like in the MVP running.
Hmm.
You do the same thing with Anthony Richardson? I believe so.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot they did sign him. So yeah, that is a really good. Then, like I said,
That's a good coach hire.
it's a good coach hire. He and Hurst is a mobile quarterback. So and then you have Anthony Richardson is also a mobile quarterback. So
But
if
he's
he works
bigger.
with him, yes, but he is bigger.
So you can run more run option plays like the Panthers did with Cam. And that's why I think he'll be the next Cam Newton.
Hmm.
Because they're going to have some offensive creativity. You imagine the run option with that, like I said, top 10 offensive line and Jonathan Taylor,
Hmm.
a
Yeah,
run option.
yeah, it's
Got
gonna be
Michael Pittman out
nuts.
there.
It's gonna
They got
be
the team.
it's
But
gonna be exciting for the Colts. I do believe.
yes. For wrap up for this topic, my bust, I think, is definitely going to be Will Levis. And here's why. They have a solid supporting system around him. Like I said, AJ Brown's not there anymore, but you do still have Derrick Henry. I'd say a solid head coach, solid front office, solid organization. But none of that matters if you're immature. Did you watch draft night? Have you seen the clips of how many women he had around him? He had like four. This dude has been posting gym selfies on Instagram. That's not what you want your mature NFL quarterback doing.
No.
That sounds like some shit Johnny Manziel would have done. Because it is. Because it is. It's some immature stuff he would have done.
Hmm.
And his Will Levis is the next Johnny Manziel. He's a bigger Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
Just too
let's hope he
immature to
doesn't.
be a professional quarterback.
Yeah, because I mean he has the great knowledge to because everyone said that he is one of the best NFL ready quarterbacks because he got the size, he has the arm strength, he has the mobility, and he has the knowledge to be great. And let's hope he's not putting all that to waste like
And
Menzel
I
did.
think that's the is. And I think quarterback's one of those positions that talent matters, but it doesn't, it's not the biggest thing, and here's why. They said the same things about Jamarcus Russell. Sucked. But why? He can throw farther than Brady. He can run faster than Brady, bigger than Brady.
Anybody can run
He
faster
had
than
a
Brady.
exactly. He had a better college career than Brady. But Russell's considered one of the biggest busts in the NFL, and Brady's the GOAT. Why? It's your mentality. It's
Mhm.
your knowledge and ability to read a defense. It's your maturity level and your work ethic. I don't think Will Levis shows those traits, especially the maturity part.
Right.
Brian Lee struggled with the exact same thing, yelling at reporters in the locker room, going to Vegas, coming to your press conference hungover. And I see those same traits in Will Levis, having all those women around him, looking like Hugh Hefner at the draft. It's not a good look. It's just, and that's why he fell to round two,
Mhm.
not because of the talent. But that's the time we have for that topic today. Um, moving on to the world, back to the NBA. Last night the Warriors tied the series against the Lakers, winning that 127 to 100. Highlights from that game: LeBron 23.7 rebounds, Anthony Davis 11 points. Um, Draymond Green double double, Klay Thompson 30, Steph Curry double double. Highlights from that game. However, with the Lakers stealing home court, winning Game One, who do you think wins this series, and how many games does it go?
I think it's gonna go to game 7. I
Really,
think I
again,
I think I think they're gonna, trade blows back and forth. I think in this next game that's they're gonna play, Lakers are gonna win, and then the next game, Golden State's gonna win. I mean, it's gonna be a back and forth battle because when Steph Curry is hot, he's hot. When Klay
right?
Thompson's hot, he's hot. And the same thing with Anthony Davis. When he's hot, he's hot. LeBron, he's hot, he's hot. I mean, that's all. I think D'Angelo Russell has been doing pretty good for
Oh
ever
yeah,
since they traded off. So, I mean, he's a good role player, and then Austin Reeves, he's a good role player, and he's been showing that he is a um I want to say a sidekick. I'm putting air quotes against that sidekick with LeBron. So I mean he's showing that what he can do. So I do believe that and when Austin Reeves is hot, he's hot as well.
oh yes, he's a very good role player.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins Game Seven?
I think how much I hate Golden State and how much I hate the Lakers, it is a toss up for me because I hate them both.
Yes. See, I actually like the Warriors a little more than the Lakers.
Yeah, it's equal for me. I think it's just how the social media puts out all these Golden State Warriors clips and all these Lakers clips. Like it balances all that. I'm just like I'm just tired of seeing that.
Right.
But
Too much bias coverage on it. It gets old.
yep, so all see Steph Curry headlines, LeBron James headlines. It's a non-ending thing. But I think it's going to go to the Lakers.
Lakers in 7, really.
Lakers in 7. Because if Jordan Poole keeps playing the way that he's playing and shot the last second three, I mean, yes, even though it was wide open, it wasn't contested, but look how far he shot it. I mean, you never
Right.
see Jordan Poole shoot from that range.
Yeah, that was insane.
So, I mean, it's
Really, just stupid decision making.
yeah. I mean, he had a
My thing,
few seconds left on the clock. I mean, you could have set one more screen for Klay Thompson or Stephen Curry,
right?
but wait for him to shoot that last second or last shot. I mean, I think Jordan Poole is done. He does not want to be a Warrior anymore.
I agree with you that it will go to 7. However, I think it'll be the Warriors. Why? Gotta consider if it's Game 7, where's it going to be played at?
I think
Golden
Golden
State.
State, yeah,
They have home court advantage. So, gotta take that into consideration, as well as for the Lakers. Game ones are weird. In the NBA, rest matters, and both of these teams are old. They just are. LeBron's older. Anthony Davis is injury prone. Steph, Clay, Draymond, they're getting old.
Hmm.
They just are. They're older. They're two older teams. The rest matters. The Lakers had more rest going into round 2 than the Warriors did, who just came off a grueling Game 7 against the Kings.
Hmm.
That was a really good series
Yeah.
overall. And that matters because your stars are older. It really, I mean, the Lakers had more opportunity to rest, and now that's over. Now it's a level playing field again. Golden State just came out and whooped them last night. The Golden State's been put on alert, and I think they know that. And I think I agree with you. It'll be blow for blow. Ultimately, I just don't trust AD to stay healthy. And at this stage in LeBron's career, I don't trust him to stay healthy. If AD's out at some point, he can't do it by himself when you have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins facing you, and you're an older LeBron James. I just don't think he's able to pull that off by himself in a game.
Yeah.
Something like that were to
Unless
happen.
Rui Hachimura can come out and do what he did game 1 against the Grizzlies.
I ain't
But
counting on that.
so far we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I ain't counting on that. Anthony Davis last night, you can't really count on him. 11 points last night. Let's do
Yeah.
this. Hall of Fame player. No, you need more from your All Star than 11 points.
Right.
Straight and simple.
It's it is what it is.
But it's a time for that topic today. Moving on to our last topic, more of a home friendly thing. The Miami Heat are also tied with the New York Knicks in their series heading to Miami. That series is 1-1. Um, Miami won game 1. New York won game 2 with Jimmy Butler out. Miami still home court advantage. With that being said, who do you think wins that series and in how many games? Miami New York series.
I think I think it's gonna go to game 6, but with Jimmy Butler out for game 2, and we almost won that,
Still without
but
him.
without him, I mean, we had all of our role playing players. They, for once, they actually came out and they actually show that they can play basketball.
Right.
Because I think Curtis Martin, he had 20 points. Um, I forgot who else had over 20 points that game.
Which game?
Game 2.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was.
But yeah, after game 2, um, I forgot. I know Curtis Martin had like 26 or 28. Um, I should have this up when I had the chance. My fault. My apologies.
Well, I know we only had two players that had over 20. So for a
Yeah.
fact, Game Vincent had a pretty good game. He had
Oh
21
yeah,
points, if I
that was
recall.
the other. That's the other person. Gabe Vincent. But
Caleb Martin was our highest scoring player. I know that. Um, Bam only had 15 double. He only had
when it
extra,
came when it came to
extras.
the crunch time.
Okay.
But yeah, when it came to crunch time, it we just did not we just didn't play defense. We
Well, and the
just
issue is, my bad.
but no, with like it's like what Bam said during the interview. I think it was after that and one play that he went on him. I think that's when everything just started going downhill. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
that
absolutely.
that I think that and one was his fault to begin with.
Right.
But
And and you look at crunch time. Why do we have issues? We don't have our best player. We don't have our leader out there.
yeah, we don't
Jimmy
have our all
Butler's
star.
Jimmy Butler's our, and I know Bam is our All Star technically this year, but he's not an offensive presence. He's a defensive presence. He's a center presence. He's not someone that's going to be able to shoot a three for you,
Hmm.
obviously. And
I mean,
you
even though
need
he can shoot
your.
threes, but he doesn't want to.
I don't want him to.
I mean, if
But
knocks it down,
Jimmy's not
knocks it
out
down for
there.
me.
We
But
only
yeah.
lost by 6 this game. If Jimmy played this game, he wins. We win the game.
Hmm.
And I see reports earlier, credit to Fansided, on that one, but Jimmy, all signs point towards him playing Game 3. He stole home court. I think it's Miami in 6. It will
Yep.
go in New York again and be
Yep, I do believe so. I mean that's my game. This is my take. Um,
and Miami right back in the Eastern Conference Finals at that point.
Facing whoever, and we will
They'll
beat them.
probably hopefully Boston.
Yeah, because
We
we
have
can.
some unfinished business, Boston.
Yep.
Last year's Game 7, we have some unfinished business. If it's against Boston, we're going to beat them this year.
Mm-hmm.
The way Jimmy Butler's been playing, we have all these undrafted free agents the way they've been playing. Oh, yeah. And we have every opportunity to. Here's the issue with Boston. They do, and it's kind of the similar issue to Miami in a way, is they do a lot of things really well. That's the problem, though. They don't do anything at all great. Nothing. Not a single thing great. But they do everything pretty well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue with Boston as well. And I think we have more of an edge to us. I think, man, I don't know. I, I know the 8 seeds only made it. Has the 8 seed ever made it to the finals? I know an 8 seed has never won the final. I recall there has only been one 8 seed make it to the finals. 8 seed.
That's what I'm looking up right now.
Yes, it happened. 98. I ought to remember that because once the playoffs came around, the top seeded Miami Heat faced the New York Knicks in the opening round. Guess what? Now the Miami Heat are playing the New York Knicks in round 2 as the 8 seed, and then the rules are reversed. I'm telling you, you live in a time loop. Brett
On my
Favre
thing.
to the Jets, Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. Live in a time loop.
Well,
Seeds never won the finals.
yeah, 8 seed has never won. An 8 seed that has reached the finals was the 1999 New York Knicks.
Yes.
So, but no team that they did not win the NBA finals. So
No, they lost
no
the finals.
no NBA team has not won while they're in 8 seed.
Well, that's because it doesn't matter who comes out of the East this year. The Nuggets are winning the championship. The way they've been playing, they're
Oh
finally
yeah,
proving they can play playoff basketball. That was my
that
question. They've
and
always been great in the
everyone's
regular season.
and plus that
Always.
everyone's healthy.
Finally.
Yep, and now everyone's
They're,
healthy, and now whoever team whatever they're gonna face, they're gonna sweep them.
well,
So,
they're playing their hardest. They're playing their hardest round right now. Right now, they're playing the Suns, and right now they're making them look bad.
mm-hmm.
And the Suns are a harder opponent to me than the Warriors and Lakers.
Yep,
If the Nuggets, let's see, when do the Nuggets play again next?
I think tomorrow.
I think it's Sunday. Actually, no, it's today. I apologize. Then they play again Sunday. They play today. Denver is up in that series 2-0. If they win that tonight in Phoenix, Denver wins tonight in Phoenix. That series is over 3-0. They're going to sweep at that point, in my opinion, or in 5, the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to look at, okay, the Lakers and Warriors are an older team, both of them. What's
Yep.
going to happen? They're probably going to go to 6 or 7 games, and the Nuggets are going to be healthy, younger, all that rest. Oh, yeah. And I don't see the Nuggets losing to Miami, New York, Austin, or Philly.
No. But yeah, it's
I think Miami has a boxer's chance of making the finals. I do. I mean, I would still go with Boston possibly, but I mean, I think we got a fighter's chance.
oh yeah. I mean, it's going to be a tough battle, but I do believe it's going to be a good series. Either way,
Which one? Knicks and Heat, or the possibility of a Celtics?
possibility the Celtics, if
Celtics and Heat
if we can get past the Knicks, which I do believe we can, if Jimmy Butler
games,
stays healthy.
and as long as he plays, doesn't play. If he doesn't play Game 3, like I said, fan sided reports that all signs point towards him.
Yeah.
Let's look at that.
So,
Yeah,
but
there it is.
if we're yeah, I think he's doubtful right now. But if he doesn't play game 3, then it's going to be a game 7, but I think Heat are gonna win it because
Yeah, I do too.
we need Jimmy Butler 100%.
Well, that and we're more playoff experience. The
Exactly.
Knicks haven't really have no real playoff experience roster.
No,
Jalen Brunson a
they're
little bit,
they're
but
young.
not like us.
They're young. They can.
Yes, they're not ready for that moment.
Nope. I mean, they
We've been
might
there
be.
before.
They might be, but they're. I don't think they are yet.
That's all we have for today's unbiased hard take. Again, that today ends our draft coverage as well. It's been fun doing that as well.
It was.
Um, it was very enjoyable. That was our favorite podcast we had done. It was a relatively successful one as well. So we do
Yes.
thank you all for that. Um, don't forget, we have a Facebook now as well.
Yep. It'll be
I'll let
the
him.
link will be down in the description. So go ahead and click that, click the link, and then follow our Facebook page.
Like and subscribe YouTube as well.
Yes.
Um,
Also, don't forget to
keep
do
an
that.
eye out for the NBA pages on Facebook as well and Twitter. I post our page on those. Those are not spam links. They are safe to click on, I promise. Um, click on those links for more coverage.
Exactly.
Until next time. Anything you
See
want to
ya.
add?
Nope. You said it all yourself. So
Till next time.
take it easy, guys. See you next week.